Hey YouTube UFC fans, folks, this is UFC analysis and predictions, and I'm back again with a new video, and I have the interview with Dana White, and this one was conducted about a day ago, so it's still fresh, where Dana White explains why they picked Nate Diaz. Okay, why not Cerrone? Why not Aldo's rematch? Why not this? Why not that? But so anyway, he goes over the details of how this fight with Nate Diaz was made, and the details, the weight class. So you're gonna need to hear this, and then we'll chat right after.
Monday afternoon, we found out from Rafael dos Anjos that he had a training accident on Friday. He was trying to ice it and rest it and see how it would feel on Monday. So we sent him to the doctor. A few hours later, we hear back that he has a broken foot. On the way to the hospital, he was saying, I want to fight, I want to fight. Then when he found out it was broken, he knew he didn't want to fight. So we started looking at all the possible fighters. I mean, everybody. First, you go to the guys who've been screaming for rematches. You go to Jose Aldo, Frankie Edgar, both wanted the fight. And both guys turned the fight down. Then you look at guys in the top five, Ferguson and Khabib. They're both set to fight. We already gave that fight to Fox. So they're out. Then we call Nate Diaz. He's in and wants to fight, but, you know, Nate can be a little difficult, so it took a long time. At the end of the day, we start to look at what the fans want, and more importantly, what does Conor want to do? We call Conor. Conor doesn't care. Conor says, I will fight anybody, anytime, at any weight. You guys call me back tomorrow, let me know what's going on. You know, the fight's supposed to be at 155. Nate says he wants it at 165. I said, no, this kid's moving up from 45 to 55. You told me you could make 55. You got to make 55. He can't make 55, so I said, let's do 60. He can't do 60, so I tell Conor, he can't do 160 pounds. He wants to do 165 pounds. Conor says, you tell him it's 170. So now we have a welterweight bout. Conor McGregor is moving from 145 pounds to 170 pounds to fight Nate Diaz.
So there you have it, folks. He's moving from 145, Conor McGregor, to 170, all the way to 170, 25 pounds difference to face Nate Diaz. And so the foot injury by RDA, that's legit, folks. I mean, he broke his foot, and he can't fight. So it's not bruised. He's not making excuses. The injury is legit, so he's out. Okay. As far as the rematch with Aldo, Aldo was indeed asking for a rematch, but it wasn't enough notice. It was just 10 days or so. So he was out of shape, and he thought he would get a full camp. He's not going to get it, so he's out. And so, Nate Diaz is the best option here. Okay, Nate Diaz wanted it, but he wanted at, the weight he's comfortable with, which is 160, 165. Conor came back and said, you know what, make it a full 170. I don't care. I'll fight anybody, any weight class. And he continues his quest on achieving or obtaining all the weights in all weight classes. He doesn't care. He made it clear that he can move all the way to heavyweight if he has to. But I mean, this guy Conor McGregor doesn't train for a particular fighter or style or weight class. I mean, he trains to fight. He's always in shape. He keeps himself in shape in between fights. And, this fight is going to be very explosive. I can't wait for it. And Dana White did a great job turning things around. I mean, this is the thing about UFC. I mean, like we had the other day with Sean Porter and Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman got injured, and and we don't know the status of that fight. That fight is postponed, but no one knows when the new date will come out. I mean, we just know that these guys, the UFC guys, I mean, they turn things around like in a day, in a matter of hours. I mean, all of a sudden we have a better fight, and the guy Nate Diaz is just as explosive as Conor. And as far as the verbal abuse, as far as the mental toughness, this fight is very explosive. And I can't wait to see what Conor McGregor does at the welterweight division, 170 pounds. If he can win, if he can defeat Nate Diaz, the sky is literally the limit for this guy, Conor McGregor. All right, folks, let me know your thoughts, and please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks. Bye.